Alright. So you're saying that it's smooth, right? Bro, I'm so yeah, I'm just saying this, but like I'm so sorry. I think I think it's pretty cloudy here in the Philippines, at least in my region. I'm not sure what's going on, but internet hasn't really been friendly recently, especially with rainy season starting to come in. But like what you're saying, like I'm just gonna add on to your point about the motion and all that. The motion may be smooth, but like here's the thing, you have to be consistently in that motion. And that alone is a really difficult task because of how many Ellen variants there is. When I say Ellen variants, there's long Ellens, there's short Ellens, and you're doing that in like the same motion that you typically do on a density pick. And normally, density picks have the same Ellen length the entire time. That's what makes this a really difficult file. So yeah. Let's move on to LN4. And
Well,
I mean, not counting what happened a while ago, lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be like, why? Why do I have to play this? Alright.
this is divine punishment. Good luck! So, Round 16 only has at most an Ellen wildcard map, and all of the maps are very friendly in terms of technicality so far. Quarterfinals bring up the tech challenge in Ellen wildcard and introduces a whole dedicated slot for Ellen technical picks. This is the one. This is very tech.
Indeed, it is very technical. It is very technical. Alright, here we go. Alright, so greeted with some Ellen releasey with very tight gaps, and then you're gonna see some anchors really soon. Like that. Yeah, those anchors.
They're nasty. They're not like super hard in Rise, but when it goes into Ellen map, those slow anchors will prove to be a challenge in terms of coordination. And it also mixed in with those Danny's patterns, like those bursts that has gaps denser than the speed of its heads. So there is a lot of coordination and technical challenges to tackle for you guys.
Yeah, those anchors are really going to be difficult. But the good thing about this file is, I mean, like, I think players that are physically adept might actually benefit from this in to a degree. But the control aspect, it really still takes over because of how those anchors play. Like, those aren't just your typical straightforward ones. You still gotta really actually hold them. You can't just treat this like a rice file, really.
You definitely cannot. Why would you even? Like, I kind of doubt those schlongs are riceable at all. In fact, it might trip you up from releasing too late or too early.
I mean, you never know. Maybe it looks like a rice map to, you know, people who use Percy Ellens. I mean, I don't use Percy, so I don't know what it's like. I mean, I tried Percy, and honestly, Percy did not help me any bit. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we'll proceed to the hybrids. Okay, let's start with this one.
I knew the hybrid maps are funny.
Okay. Everyone's gonna love this. Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna say that this is kind of it's kind of elaborate as a pick in the Mappool because this is a Jack-focused hybrid map, but it's not going to be super straightforward. It has literally one of the funniest Jack motions ever. Like,
let's go. Yeah, this is round of 16, everyone.
This is quarterfinals.
Oh, so wait, it's quarterfinals. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's happening anymore, but yeah, this is quarterfinals. And those Jack motions, what makes this quarterfinals level, definitely with Jack motions like that, your independence on your hands are really going to be tested.
Yeah. I remember when this was originally mapped in 2022 by the mapper, he meant to make this as awkward as possible. And I think the concept working really well is it's so awkward, it's funny, and it is also quite tolerant usable as well, with a few edits to the modalities you get to snap.
Indeed, like this file, it's really just not friendly in many aspects. And if you're not careful, you could really end up dropping a miss or two. And think about files like this. Is again, like when you drop a 50, typically it continues on, and they just don't stop coming. Cause of how easy it is to slip up with these kinds of files.
Indeed, indeed. You usually see shoots and reverse shoots used separately, like say MWC Round 16's The Orbit for Elder Wildcard, or even the Finals Hybrid 2, aka Gen A mix Battle Guy. But this map, it utilizes both at the same time. You get shoots and reverse shoots linking as chains in the same pattern, so it's going to be quite a difficult to impose, and it's definitely much trickier to execute as well. This one is probably like one of the few Jack focus maps that may need you to manipulate some of its patterns. I'm serious, I have to manipulate some of the Jacks a bit. I'm a good player, you can see.
So true, so true. And those jacks, oh my goodness, like those jacks are really terrifying. Again, like you could really easily trip up on a lot of those jacks, and if you're not careful, you could end up slipping up your wrists and drop continuously more 50s. Although, moving on to Hybrid 2, we have
Well, enough with the awkward motions. If you guys do not like unfun maps, I'd say this map might be for you. A much more typically enjoyable map with funky swing rhythms.
swing rhythms, man. Like, think about swing rhythms again. They're not your typical VPM, and you can see that I actually tried the map. Yeah, these files are really difficult. Honestly, when you play this pool, make sure to be at your 100% state. Like, be awake and all that. Literally, I am not playing this sleepy again. I tried that, and look at what score I got.
The difference is wild. But yes, once you gather enough mentality saneness to play this map, it becomes super fun really quick. Like, this was mapped for our Vietnamese national mapping contest and it won first place for a reason. It was that fun. We loved it. It is a universal reaction. And I hope you guys can also share the same feeling as well.
Yeah, honestly, shields and all that, that's really the name of the game for this file.
Indeed. It's also what makes the map so fun as well. Also, the song is also a banger. I approve of the song choice. I would say this map is a bit Ellen heavy, but it shouldn't be an issue. In fact, it contrasts with Hybrid 1 being more rice focused because of its janky nature. So, balance. Yay!
Yeah, balance is really important. And now, this file, like that accuracy you got is insane. How do you even do that? Got it, like
It's just really enjoyable.
I can definitely tell you enjoy this. And now moving on from that, Hybrid 3 till the end of time. I mean, technically, this is the end of the regular picks for the Mappool showcase. Regular picks, I say.
Actually,
Don't worry, don't worry. Alright, so you're greeted immediately with shields. Oh my goodness, what a way to start. Like, the thing about these shields is, like, they're ridiculously awkward and you could end up accidentally double tapping the LN, which is not something you'd want to do, especially on a hybrid pick, which tests your LNs and etc.
definitely. Compared to the previous two hybrids being more raw in nature, Jackie and Streamy, this one is just heavy in tech. Well, it's slotted as a wildcard hybrid, but by definition, wildcard picks are supposed to be unorthodox, something you don't see in other picks of the same category. And this one definitely showed its unique identity in the hybrid pool. It's very heavy in technicality. And in a way unique to the LN tech pick as well. Those bursts combined with LN graces are gonna trip a lot of players off.
Well, yeah, you could easily be tripped up if you're not careful and all that. But now, you gotta be careful because at the end of the day, this map isn't too long. 1 minute and 55 seconds drain time. Yeah, definitely something you gotta be careful about. And I noticed this, but these shields are certainly just not. Yeah, go ahead. These shields are definitely just not friendly in general. I think 989 is going to be one of the top scores in this pool of in this map.
Well, we'll see. This map is definitely not too long, but it's very compact. Like, you don't get breaks anywhere. It's just continuous.
Uh-huh.
2 minutes of hell, maybe. But, well, if 2 minutes are not enough for you, you know what's coming up. Right? Next.
Oh well, oh my goodness. You said 2 minutes, right? You said 2 minutes. If 2 minutes was bad,
2 minutes may not be enough for some. So we provide you with 6 minute 37 seconds tiebreaker. Extra
woo!
long.
Woo! 6 minutes 37 seconds. Yay! Yay, right?
You are sleepy when you play this. You are not happy.
I was so sleepy when it was. I mean, in all honesty, I was so sleepy playing the entire map.
Why are you quadding this?
Because it's
This is
doable.
a
Because
this is a felony crime.
you're not supposed to quad in this in the what do you call this again in the actual match. Holy,
Yeah.
I am actually really sleepy. Like I think you can tell by the amount of stuff I've been saying that's just out of the blue. Right. So,
Yeah.
what makes this file difficult? I mean, like on first glance, the length, like 6 minutes. Like maybe the structure of the file isn't that difficult, but the problem is, by the time you've reached this far, you'd already be really exhausted, and you're greeted with these rolls and bursts and mini jacks. The thing is, it's already been like okay, 10 maps, right? And this is the 11th map. You've wasted so much energy already, and not to mention you gotta waste 6 minutes more of that. That's what makes this such a difficult opportunity, difficult situation to get into.
The set definitely does not let down. You may have been scared of last round's tiebreaker for how heavy it is. This map follows the same fashion. It is also quite tech heavy for a tiebreaker. And not in the fashion of, say, the Ellen Tech or Hybrid Tech maps. It feels more abrupt, I'd say, because it's like Jax, but maybe core tech. You know, core Jack, but technical core tech. Yeah, this map is exactly that. I love this
Uh-huh.
word. It's such a good description.
I mean, that's exactly what this file is. Like, the start doesn't look too hard. You are greeted with some long jacks and now a stream section. Again, this doesn't look too hard, right? But look at the score at the top right. It's only 290,000 points and we're already around past the one-third mark. What more can you expect on the last parts? Like, this is one of the quote-unquote easier sections physical-wise on the file. But accuracy and, like, pattern-wise, this is definitely no joke.
Yeah, the plan is so abrasive to him. And Jacks are, not flowy. So there's also the extra challenge of just purely tapping. So you cannot just manipulate easily. You have to spend your stamina on the pattern in its raw fashion. You cannot cheat it otherwise. You have to hit it literally.
I mean, the fact that there's Ellens alone is already a sign that you cannot just cheese these patterns. And now you're greeted with the break section. This part is actually pretty long. Like, there's gonna be a break, and okay, do not do this in match, okay? Don't treat this like a full Ellen map.
Don't joke around in actual matches, especially tiebreakers. You do not want to lose in this final moment.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go all out.
These are the sections where, you know, like in my opinion, these sections are super important. These, if you make a mistake on these sections, that's kind of the game already. Because these are the parts where your opponent has the lowest chance of missing, really. And this is where they could increase their lead, considering that the combo doesn't increase super fast.
Definitely. There is also the aspect of nerves. So, how, how do I explain this? It's like you have too much space to recollect about what you have done in this map. So you are nervous of losing your combo currently, or even scared of losing. So those calm parts are definitely providing the space for your brain to overthink. That's the mental challenge of breaks in time breaks. But well, once the break is over, as you guys can see, the raw skill aspect just comes back on very quickly and on a higher level than the previous sections. Not only raw skill but also technicality as well. You can see the LM patterns are much more directly intertwined in many forms and shapes, and the jack patterns get much denser.
I mean, yeah, honestly, like, it's actually really interesting with how the patterning is. Like, you know how in reverse, right? You had like one column that's very long, and the other three had patterns in it. This one, the Ellens are more spread out, and there isn't exactly too long of an Ellen here.
Definitely. So the coordination aspect is not direct, but it is going to be represented through volatile counts and ever changing the L lengths are. It's not normal schlongs that Percy skins can just bypass. It comes in just subtle changes in length, like say 1/4 to 1/6 to even 1/8. These changes cannot be caught when you play Percy, but you will definitely see a difference in how your inputs
That
translate through.
that's true. And once again, the quads. Please, please, please be careful when you're quadding like that, Ellen. You see that? You do not want that to happen. You do not want to miss that, Ellen. But
No, just
yeah,
don't joke around.
just don't, please, please don't joke around. And yeah, honestly, the Mappool this round, I think the difficulty has certainly been ramped up. In all honesty, like, I think difficulty wise, I think it's up to the players to really decide if the difficulty is appropriate or not. Because, man, they're the ones who's going to be playing for us. And I can't wait to see how each and every one of those players will perform. Though, before I end, and let's just say before Lot says whatever they have to say, I would like to remind everyone that you can still reschedule your matches in the chat and the channel that is dedicated for rescheduling your opponents with your matches, just in case something happens and any emergencies and etc. The map pools will be updated at some point very soon, but right now, do stay tuned for any more updates. Lot, do you have any final words to say?
Not really. I'm just kinda meh. Don't have anything left to say after commentating on all 13, no, 14 maps in the map pool. I
Yeah.
think I've covered everything I want to say about the challenges you have to go through while playing those maps.
Well then, so since that's it, I just wanted to say thank you so much everyone for coming to the Mappool Showcase. Thank you so much Lot, Snow, Pataraj, and everyone that's helped with the Mappool selection for this. Because honestly, it's a miracle that this Mappool has been made, and I'm very, very grateful for all of your efforts. Now, I'm really looking forward to how everyone else is going to be performing on the stage. Good luck to every players. I hope you all perform at your 100%. I can't wait to see some insane performances and see you next time on the quarterfinals round.
Good luck and goodbye. All the goods. May all the goods be on you.